Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Two behemoth conferences bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And there will be no return on this. The ball bounds into the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Here's a little room there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Offense changing the play. Throwing Joseph. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. A fourth down's cut.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Tide will have to call their first timeout after using an early one. 2 left for them to spend. Running inside, it's Riley. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Alabama pushing the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
DB's right up on the receivers. Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Badgers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Throwing Russell. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They'll finally pull him down after the big gain inside the 20-yard line, but it might all be for naught. There is a penalty marker on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keelan Russell. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Russell from the gun on third down. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to change this route. The hand to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the give off the left side. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Now here's Joseph. Got a man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Badgers are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Might be calling a hot route. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll go to the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Joseph. Pocket breaking down. Their pass not close as he got will trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on fourth down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Riley. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Russell. Zings it complete to the right. Maybe a crease. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To throw, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Throwing Russell. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And into the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Extra point here would tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Sets up the screen. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Picked up 5 on that last pass it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Joseph. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Joseph. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires and picked off. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. The run inside. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Keelan Russell. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Tide.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try it over the left side. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Under fire. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Throwing Joseph. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the right side. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Russell. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Scrambling away. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
throwing Russell. Got him. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell finds the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Keelan Russell. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Again, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-battering as he picked up 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Russell. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Makes the grab and room to run. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that it kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback extends the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Goes high to pull it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Joseph. Bringing the heat. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Under fire.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Move. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the ground, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Throwing Russell. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. in this game. And so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Russell from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Keelan Russell. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. From the gun on third down, Joseph using his feet to buy time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Bounced off his feet.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Russell. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They go play action with Joseph. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Joseph.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last possession, the interception led to a touchdown, tightened this game up a bit, and now they'll try to get things back. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Connection to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Slants are very tough to cover. but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Throwing Joseph. Pocket breaking down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Now here's Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Running inside, it's Riley. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell fires to the big fella. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get 1 first down. And Palmer, they can run it. They can.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Joseph. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On the move to his left. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Again, it's Joseph. He's going to let it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter.